Okay, on this one I'm just going to perform a bump test, and I'm going to be using the older unit. It's an XAM 2000. Some of the newer ones are XAM 2500, and then there's an XAM 5000. But this is the older one, and I just wanted you to see the difference, because if you're not familiar with the older one, it doesn't tell you to pop it out when you're done with the bump test station. But I'll just run through that right now. So basically, before you go ahead and do your bump test station, you want to make sure the unit's warmed up. There shouldn't be an exclamation mark up here. That has to disappear. That lets you know that it's warmed up. And you don't want any kind of an X. That means there's a problem with it. But as you can see, there's no X up here on this side here. And there is no exclamation mark. So it's all warmed up. And it's ready to pop in. So that's all you got to do is just pop it in like that. And just the important thing is to let it go ahead and do its thing, and do not pop it out early. Just wait until you get all the okays and then pop it out. So you got the okay. And this one you got the okay, that means you can pop it out. It's a big okay right there. Right there. So you pop it out. And once you get it out, it's still going off because it senses a lot of gas that's been through all the sensors. So you just got to give it some time. And what I do is I kind of wave it around like that. There you go. So that way the air hits the sensor. If you just kind of wave it around, and it forces some of the air onto the sensor, fresh air, so it goes off a little quicker. So that one's good to go. You just bump tested it, and then what I would just recommend to do is, now that you're away from the gas, it's in a cleaner air environment. What I would do is just do a fresh air cow, and you do that by pushing this 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and you'll see a little flash there. It's a little fan. That's your fresh air cow sign. Push your green button, and I usually give it about 5 flashes. That's just letting everything settle to what the air is, outside air. And then go ahead and push your green button once again. It says OK, and it goes back to where it should be. There you go, and everything will settle down. And you got the 0 and the 20.9 and the 0 and the 0. So it's all set. So basically that's it. That's how you bump test it. And of course, before you perform a bump test, you want to make sure your cow gas is not expired. There's an expiration date on it. Yeah, even if it's really close to being expired, it can start causing you problems if you got like a month left. I've seen that happen. And the same thing, I've got plenty of cow gas in here. If you get really low on cow gas, you kind of trying to push it to the end of the bottle, you can also get problems too. So I think they kind of recommend if you start to get below 100, you should really just replace the bottle somewhere in there. And that's about it. All right.